Hello. Hello, everyone. Today is a faithful day. Day 2 of my coverage of the Ukrainian and Russian war. That's what it is at this point. It's a brutal and bloody and explosions and murder and nothing fun. Not like all those video games. You're not gonna be racking up kill streaks like Call of Duty World at War. This is bad. I have so much to talk about though. Oh my god. Yeah, I first of all let me turn off this music for a sec. That is the Ukrainian national anthem in the back. I'm wearing my yellow hat in solidarity and my blue shirt to help out. Looks kind of gray, but oh man, so much new shit going on today. First off, I do want to say that we actually in the community in the Discord have Ukrainian ourselves. His name is Super Wheat. I got in contact with him. He did tell me before that he was a Ukrainian, but I just, at the end of the day, unless something big like this happens, like you're not gonna think too much of it. You're Polish. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty dope. You're Ukrainian. Oh, that's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. But this man, oh man, literally fleeing to a different country right now. I'm sure he's fine if I tell you guys about this. We did discuss this. Yeah, so he's from Ukraine. He said that this was at 1 o'clock, afternoon today. He said, I was like, I hope you and your family are staying safe. And he says, yeah, it seems so. There's sirens everywhere, although nothing is happening. They're planning on going to Poland right now. They're planning on being refugees and going there. Apparently also this rule of 18 to 60-year-old males are not allowed to leave Ukraine. That is not true. That is just for those who had entered the military. So yeah, that's just a bit of, information got clarified by a real Ukrainian here. Yeah, he's tried to get to Poland 2 times, but failed since there are too many people, and they ended up canceling the train. He does have some friends that are ending up that are going to stay behind in Ukraine. So we'll make sure to stay in contact with him. Right now, he doesn't have the time to hop on and go for an interview, which I completely understand. He's in an active war zone, fleeing the country. So I appreciate you, Superweed, for reaching out to me and telling me about this. Big respect and lots of love from the chat here. We have Jack. What's up, man? Jack says, I heard the Russians blew up an orphanage. My Discord DMs are completely open. If you have any videos you want to send, if you have any Twitter or TikToks or anything, I'd love to review them on this stream. This is probably going to be a longer stream. I also was able to get in contact with this Czech guy that makes YouTube videos, and he gave us permission to watch one of his videos, which explains the whole situation. So we'll go ahead and watch that as well. It's a little bit under an hour, but it was very valuable information, and I'll be showing that to you guys soon. JS Woodwork, welcome to the chat, man. Right now we're just doing, it's probably going to be my longest stream ever. I'm planning on streaming maybe like 3 or 4 hours. So maybe not expect constant like hyped shit, but no, I think it's important to bring some attention to the situation and yeah, just my personal experience, why I'm doing this, why I'm up here live and going to cover this, is because unfortunately a lot of people I know and a lot of Americans and even a lot of Germans, they're just not taking this very seriously. And I hope if any of you guys are on the fence at all about the situation, I can sway you to care about this a little bit more. WS in chat, number 1, day 1 OG, welcome, man. Good evening. Oi, 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 oi. Michael's in the chat as well. Let's steal the iron from the tanks and sell it. Hey man, that requires the Ukrainians to win. So I'm all for that, 100%. That is absolutely the play. I'm with you on that one. JS said, that is so sad that people like Putin are in power. it's so frustrating. First of all, not listening to his followers, his his people, the Russians, the people that make up his country. He's not listening to them. He's not listening to the even oligarchs, the rich people that probably have a lot of power in Russia. They are, also going against this. Even people in his own party, his party filled with puppet politicians, are even speaking up against him. I think it was like 125 of them wrote an open letter to him saying that he needs to stop, out of maybe 2,000, but still, that is very brave of them. Michael then says, it seems like this is a video and it's relieving. Yeah. For me, at least, this seems like a fever dream. This seems like either the start of something really bad or I don't know. I really hate this situation. But that's why we're streaming about it. So I think we'll hop into the first thing that I found pretty interesting. So this guy, Logical Checkmate, made an amazing video about Ukraine that we're going to be watching on stream. And he actually, he answered my DMs. He has 240 followers. I have 38 on Twitter, and he actually, answered me and said he'd make a video explaining it. So we'll be watching this together real quick. He said, Dignity asked me to use my video on the Ukraine conflict. So for anyone wanting to react to my video on live stream, I lay out in this 3 conditions that you can use. Important, read further my YouTube video. So let's watch what he says.
Cheers, my mates. This is Logical Checkmate. Need to multitask as much as possible because I'm making my place ready to receive Ukrainian refugees already in contact with embassy in Prague. So, this video is a message for anyone who would wish to use my video on Ukraine on their live stream to react to it, for example. I have 3 conditions for this. Number 1 is that you put there my position, which isn't in the video itself, because the writing of the script and shooting of the video happened way before the invasion kicked off. That's number 1. And number 2, I didn't have time to trial test it for people you don't see into my head. So
basically, that's one of the conditions. He wants me to play this part of the video to state his current position because the video was made and edited a bit beforehand.
My position is that what Mr. Putin is doing is absolutely wrong. He's the aggressor. Russia is the aggressor.
100% agree.
A war on Ukraine, and they need to be beaten back as enemies of the entirety of the free world that they are. Now, this doesn't.
Fuzz with a $2 donation saying Putin is sus. Thank you so much for donating. Well, that brings up actually to his next points. He says that that I need to put out some links for donations that I'll be donating, or that people could donate if they're willing to the Ukrainians. That being said, all donations on this live stream will be going directly to Ukraine. Just a heads up. So thank you for donating, man. Fuzz, I'll be sending that straight to Ukraine. So just for anyone else that's watching, that's what we're doing today. Donating directly is probably a bit better, but if you want to see your name on the screen, yeah, you can definitely donate it through here. But yeah, let's keep watching. Thanks again, Fuzz.
Apply to whole of Russian people because plenty of them protest the actions of Mr. Putin and are actually risking their lives doing so in Russia. Now, second condition is that you use my video in its entirety, or if you want to clip it, you need to ask my permission and send me specific timestamps what you want to use. It's because we are currently at war and I don't want enemy propagandists to nitpick from my video. And the third condition that I have is that you include links for humanitarian aid for Ukrainian people and for Ukrainian armed forces for their funds that I was given by embassy in Prague, Ukrainian embassy in Prague.
He gets so hyped. It's awesome.
So Ukrainian army can beat back the aggressors and invaders of their homeland. Give
yes,
them
sir.
The means, they will get the job done. So
fuck yeah. Dude, I love this guy. I love this dude. So we'll be watching one of the videos he produced, but dude, so much energy, so much power, so much love. He's taking in Ukrainian refugees himself. This guy is obviously just a class act. So shout out to Logical Checkmate. Thank you again for, clarifying your position and letting us react to your video. Oh man, I need to watch that again. That just made my day.
The aggressors and Ukrainian army can beat back. The aggressors
Ukrainians
and
can beat back, baby.
of their homeland. Give them the means, they will get the job done. Slava Ukraine!
Hell yeah. Okay. And so this is the video, but I do want to, before we get started with that, check out some of the videos that one of my Discord members actually sent. WS has been sending me a shit ton, so shout out again to him. Definitely day one OG. He's been hooking me up with a bunch of videos that we've been getting throughout the day. Key Cabin also. Welcome, Key, again. Key has also been hitting me up. So like I said, the Discord link is in the description. And wait, I'll also... we'll be playing a couple videos. In the meantime, I'll also throw the donation links in the description below. And yeah, just let me know if you ended up donating. I'll definitely flash it on screen. Yeah. All right, let's start off with the... oh, this one is pretty sick. This one is dope. I fuck with it. One sec. This is a Ukrainian citizen that threw a Molotov cocktail at a Russian Russian truck. Oh, how do I do this? 1 second. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, there it is. It doesn't show too much, but wow, that is pretty badass. They are so perseverant, so extremely perseverant, and I just love that. So much pride. They could have just been fucking shot after they did that, you know? It's fucking insane. It's straight up insane. There's another video I want to show you guys before we get started. It's Russian, I think, she's like a sunflower seed, Ukraine. This video just really fucked me up. Oh, sorry. A brave Ukrainian woman's confrontation with an invading Russian soldier has gone viral after she tried to gift them sunflower seeds. And you'll see why this is important then. Welcome, Simple. Landon, I do not play Fortnite, by the way. You're occupants. You're fascists. What the fuck are you doing on our land with all these guns? Take these seeds and put them in your pockets so at least sunflowers will grow when you all lie down here. Basically, when you guys all die. He's like, please do not escalate this. Please. He's like, what situation? Guys, put the sunflower seeds in your pocket. You'll lie down here. You came into my land, you understand that? You're occupiers, you're enemies. You're all cursed. I'm telling you. And from this moment, you're all cursed. I'm telling you. How could we further be escalated? You fucking came here uninvited, pieces of shits. What a fucking badass. I do gotta say that, like, I do respect that the Russian soldier didn't just clap that old lady, but that would have definitely been a fucking war crime. Not that fucking Russia cares, to be honest. Ay. WS says, I've been in a Discord server for like 8 hours where people check information almost 24/7. It's similar for me. I took it a bit easier today. Yesterday I spent definitely 7 to 8 hours just scrolling through Twitter on different telegrams, just seeing what's up. But today, I probably would be too fucking stressed if I did that. I did also just get out from dinner. So I have a full belly. I have some Glühwein, a little bit of a German beer in my stomach. So we are ready for a nice long and a nice long and active stream. Let's pull up some more videos that WS sent. Here, Ukrainian soldiers greeting their enemies with new equipment. If you guys haven't seen that as well, the Ukrainians have gotten, what was it? I think it's $350 million from the Pentagon, which, thank God, finally the U.S. is doing something. So here's one of them. Here's one of these videos. It looks like a Stinger, I think. Wow, look at those. That is... WS says those are javelins. Okay. Yeah, those are anti-tank missiles, right? Missile launchers. Be great to clarify. I know they're also like air targets, ones that work on air targets as well, but I'm not sure exactly what those are. But those are extremely expensive and extremely effective. Yeah, I agree. JS, Ukrainian people are definitely fucking just some of the most badass fucking people out there, man. I so respect it so much. Let's check out this video. Wow. Absolute fucking destruction. Holy shit. That looks like as bad as like fucking Hurricane Katrina, or if like a fucking tornado blew through. Holy shit. Oh my God. Alright, he at least he like recorded in horizontal, but he also committed his own war crime of like moving it halfway through. Oh man. That is so fucked. I think I've sent the other ones, but this one. Oh yeah, this is where it's an explosion, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. Insane. Holy shit. Imagine having to dodge that, man. That's brutal. That's evil. They're so lucky they got away. Holy shit. You guys hear that? He's like fucking this sigh of relief after that. Oh my God, that is so fucked. We got another one by Key Cabin real quick. Let's see what he was able to send. Citizens captured Russian soldiers, and then also, oh yeah, the numbers. So if you guys also didn't hear about this, Anonymous has been in the forefront of fighting for the Ukrainians. They leaked a government website, the usernames and passwords, as well as some phone numbers of Russian officials. So big ups to Anonymous for that, putting their shit to good use instead of just like DDoSing the PS4 servers. All right, let's check this out. This to me looks like as if the guy with the red patch is the Russian. Dude, he's probably just worried that he's gonna get his fucking head chopped off. He's just lucky. He's just happy that he's still fucking alive, man. Oh man, yeah. The vehicles with the Z spray painted on them. Those are Russian vehicles. Obviously, it looks like this one was, yep, put out of commission. So they caught up with him, and they're able to take him hostage. Wow, just chilling stuff right here. All right, I think if you guys are down, you guys can send some more footage while we react to this video. But this is a 52-minute video, so it is important that we watch all of it. As you guys saw, the creator actually told us that for me to be able to stream it and him not to strike it, we'll have to be watching the whole thing. So maybe we'll take a short break in the middle here, but yeah, that's the plan. That's up next. WS says you can download 222 gigabytes of Belarusian emails and files which got leaked today. Fuck yeah. Well, if you guys don't know, Belarus is like basically a puppet state for Russia. Their troops coming into Ukraine through Belarus. So that is great news. All right, let's get started on the video then.
This is nothing but a sideshow, means towards an end. The main show is about
Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet,
yes,
by the way.
Yours too. Whoever you are, wherever on the planet you find yourself,
Welcome, Apple
including
earbuds,
the
make my
USA,
ears itch.
you will be
Welcome.
much poorer
Long time
because
no
of
see.
the actions of the US government. And US politicians will get richer. I will prove that to you and also explain the whole Ukraine crisis, where and why it began. But if you are impatient and want to just know what is behind the current mess and how you are losing money, you selfish bastard, go to this timestamp. But for everyone else, let me oversimplify the last 30 years of East European history. Between the years 1988 and 1991, the Soviet Union was in a bit of a pickle.
Holy
This
shit.
became this. And there were a couple of issues that needed to be figured out. These three were by far the biggest. 1. When Germany reunifies, will it be a NATO member or a neutral country? 2. Russian Black Sea Fleet was stationed in Sevastopol, and Sevastopol was now in Ukraine, and there were no other real alternative facilities in all of Black Sea. And 3. Ukraine ended up with a buttload of nukes. And no one wanted Ukraine to have the nukes, especially Ukraine, because maintaining nukes is expensive. So, in the end, this was decided. Okay guys, unified Germany will be a NATO member, Ukraine will return me the nukes, rent me the naval base in Sevastopol on...
Oh, guys, by the way, if you guys didn't know, there were the east and west parts of Germany. The east part was controlled by the Soviet Union until, like he said, oh shit, I forgot the date. It's in the 1990s. I think it was 1991. And then they reunified to make a whole Germany. We still pay taxes, by the way, for them, because it was such a like desolate time. Like it was socialism, pure socialism. They could only buy like a few variations of soap. They could only buy a few variations of everything, because the government was in control of the economy, in control of production. They also food, like, you know, you could go to the fucking grocery store, and you know, food changes over time. But you know, if you there's no such thing as a watermelon season, a year of the watermelon, because they're only going to be planting so many. They're only going to be selling you so many, which was definitely a big downside of that. So to this day, east of Germany is still suffering from the rule of the Soviet Union. Oh yeah, Apple, I do stream every Wednesdays and Fridays, 100%. But since you know, this whole Ukrainian situation is happening, I'm boosting it up a little bit. I may just stream every day, to be honest, because I have the time. But we'll see how it goes starting Monday, but definitely today and possibly tomorrow. So yeah, that's what's up, and just bringing some awareness to the Ukrainian homies. You would get special tickets which you could trade for food, etc. Yeah, yeah, I don't know the specifics. They definitely had a different currency. The Germans on the east didn't have the Deutsche Mark, which was the currency of the Germans for the longest time before the euro. I'm pretty sure they still had normal their own currencies, but I could definitely imagine that it was like some sort of like ration situation where you trade your money for these ration tickets. I definitely agree. I'll have to look into that though, but yeah, 100%. Apple says, do you know No Fuckers? Yeah, I actually, yesterday on stream, we had another special Ukrainian live stream. We reacted to his video, being really upset about how Russia's handling the situation. Yeah, it's big respect to him for speaking out on that. We'll go ahead and watch the video a bit more.
Crimea, and if you give me a pinky promise that you will not expand further east, I will promise to respect Ukraine's border integrity and sovereignty. Right, NATO? No further expansion east. Right? Absolutely. No further NATO expansion east. Alright, let's have some vodka.
Holy shit. Fucking drunks, man. That is awesome.
Hey,
I do fuck with that.
Alright, let's figure out how to restructure my economy and... What? NATO? What is it? Yeah, about that. The Czech Republic, Poland and Hungary were feeling lonely, so I invited them to join us. But your promise. Okay, fine. As long as there are some buffer states left between us, I think I have a NATO allergy, so I really don't want you to touch my borders. NATO? NATO? Where are you going? Well, hello there, Baltic countries. You must be from Tennessee, because you are the only 10s I see.
God damn it.
Okay guys, this is getting serious.
Oh, this
NATO
guy
is
is funny.
courting Baltic countries that are awfully close to our two biggest cities. What do democratic countries usually do when they need to communicate with other countries that something's unacceptable to them? You should write us a letter condemning our actions and explaining why you worry so much about our expansion needs. It should work, you know, power of diplomacy and all. Really? When someone was putting us into a geostrategically unacceptable position in the past, we used a wee bit different solution. It was less subtle, but it worked most of the time. No worries.
So I did explain this yesterday, but I want to just talk about it real quick again. The reason that Russia didn't want the other countries to join NATO is because NATO is basically a treaty between these countries. If one country gets attacked militarily, all the countries basically defend it. It's like it's what it sounds like. It's a treaty between the countries, and Russia, it wants its power. You know, it gave up so many of these countries, so much of its own territory after the collapse of the Soviet Union, but it's got its benefits. It's like you know, in their eyes, it's like, why would we give up all of our land? Why would we give up all of our power? We're getting financial benefits from these countries. I want to keep it. And then the rest of the world is like, how about you try to like be democratic? If the people don't want to be just helping the motherland, how about you just let them not help the motherland? Why do we have to have the possibility of attacking them? Why do we have to leave that open? So that's basically the issue there. Oh yeah, you guys are talking about No Fuckers. Yeah, he is definitely a YouTube OG. I've been watching him for multiple years. When he made that cameo in the Bald Bankrupt video, oh, that made my day. That was so cool. I'm so glad that's such a weird like a combo, like a weird collab, but I really fucked with it. And Reflux, it says Russia's getting clapped. Yes, absolutely. The losses on the Russian side are huge, which you can't trust all the numbers you see, but it's looking real good for Ukraine as of right now.
The letter should work. It didn't work. Well, anyway, I wonder if Russia learned any lessons from that. In the meantime, the European Union was slowly but surely expanding, and to keep it extra confusing, they also chose the color blue for their flag. And since the early 2000s, EU really needed to figure out one critical aspect as soon as possible. Hello, thank you for having me. Okay, so you, the European Union, need to figure out a common energy policy since all our electrical grids are extremely intertwined. It's no over-exaggeration that this is the biggest problem we face, and solution must come as soon as possible because the current situation is untenable in long term. Cheers EU, NATO here. We agree that you should figure this out as soon as possible, because otherwise you will leave yourself strategically vulnerable and energy exporting countries could put a lot of pressure on you. Thank you NATO, but we have far more pressing issues that need our immediate attention. But thank you for stopping by. Okay, so let's once and for all put an end to the true menace that plagues us. Let's finally ban straight bananas and curved cucumbers. They didn't pass the ban, but the fact that they were
That is real, by the
in
way.
the first place tells you a lot. Meanwhile,
That is absolutely real and so fucking sad, man. That is one of the issues, though. While I'm explaining this real quick, I'm adding the donation links to the description of the video, because Mr. Logical Checkmate did request that, so I'll be doing that real quick. Basically, the problem with the energy grid and why Germany, if you guys didn't hear about that, Germany is definitely taking their sweet time with this whole supporting Ukraine type thing. They sent, I think, 500 helmets or something, or 5,000 helmets, which is like laughable when other countries are sending millions of dollars. But Germany's basically not trying to piss off Russia too much due to the fact that Germany uses natural gas very much, because they're swapping over to a zero carbon emission fuel structure. And for that to happen, they're leaning on natural gas. Natural gas is much cleaner than oil or coal, and actually recently shut down the last nuclear power plants. So they really need Russia to supply them with it. And they obviously didn't think this through enough. If they are to, put a sanction on this, not buy the natural gas from Russia, all of our fuel prices would raise enormously. Like me, as an individual, my rent would probably go up a third. I'm paying like 300 right now. It'd go up, about 100. So that's insane. That sucks for me, but I would probably be willing to pay that for the Ukrainian people. I think that's the least we can do. Obviously, it's not just the individuals that it affects. It definitely has more issues for the industries, because they work on thinner margins than just everyday people. You could still expect people to be able to pay an extra 100, but with these businesses that use most of the electricity in Germany, the prices can be enormous. So that's a little bit of info. Germany has PTSD. Yeah, we do not want to be pulled into another war. It is insane. We are so passive, and it's so sad. We need to take a stand against Russia. It's just so sad being a German at this time. 8CTZ asks, are they really at war now? Hell yeah, they're literally at fucking war. The Russians are pushing into the capital. They're pushing in throughout the country, and this is a full-blown state of war at this point. They announced the war yesterday. So, yeah. Bams asks, are you German? I'm from Texas. I'm from the U.S., great state of America, and I'm actually in Germany studying. So, yeah, I've been in Germany for about 8 months now. And I'm pretty much German. My mom's half German, so, ich kann Deutsch sprechen, alles gut, everything's good. I can speak German. But yeah. I have a video. I can send it to you on Discord. Yeah, go feel free. We'll be taking a bit on this video, because I want to chat with you guys. That's part of the interesting part of this, part of streaming. If I was just reacting to this video without saying anything, then you guys should just watch it yourselves. Hannah asks, 300 for rent? Here in the UK, it's like $1,000. God damn, bro. Where the fuck do you live? Yeah, I mean, I'm living with my my cousin and uncle right now, so it's a bit cheaper than it should be. I'm just covering the utilities that I'm using, like water and electricity and shit like that. But it's about the same. It's like a bit more if I were to live by myself. I think it's like 400 to 450 euros per month. So it's it's nothing compared to the fucking UK then. My God. Oh, okay. So Apple says it's actually about what we're talking about. Yeah, we'll definitely check it out then. Bam says, first time tuning into the streams. I'm glad to see you. Normally we do some like we do some fuck shit. We do some like just give you a quick sample of what I usually do.
Werbung vor den Videos ist.
I don't have YouTube Premium, so we have to sit through this German ad real quick. And so this is a quick story about me starting this stream. I basically just fucking eat mayo and do some like dumb shit.
I have muscles, bro. I can't. I don't.
I like spin a wheel for money.
Noodles, man.
Bro, I'm fucking shit. I'm fucking buff. Look at that shit. So I did like 200 squats. But today we're doing something. I'm being distracted. Sorry. Today we're talking about Ukraine. And I honestly would like to speak more about politics. I find this very interesting and very important. So we are getting a couple of videos in. Just gonna make sure they're not like showing people dying. Okay, that's good. This one is from El Sombrero, aka Apple Earbuds. Make my ears itch. Here we go.
Я не бачу. Ой, Боже.
Nobody died in this video. Just a disclaimer. Did you guys see that shit? God damn. That doesn't look real, man. Holy shit, look at that freeze frame. Horrible. Literally targeting fucking civilians, man. This is pissing me off so much. Fuck these people, man. They have no... They have no morals. It's extremely fucked what they're doing. Oh, man. I actually found you from that video. Whoa, I'm very surprised. That video has like one of the most like the highest ratios of like returning subscribers watching and like lowest for people finding it. So wow, I'm surprised. Thanks for tuning in. Your boy Toasty says Dignity Jack moment. I've been working on it. We've had a couple of workout streams since then. I was laughing my ass off when I saw this video. Wait, did you send me something? Or are you talking about the fucking fighter jet? Holy shit. It's more terrifying to me as well than than it is funny, to be honest. Here we go. We got another video by Key Cabin. Oh, sound is off.
Путин ёбаный, блядь. И вас, дураків, блядь, ставиш, щоб ви йшли отсюда. Тільки вас уже, блядь, ніхто
Oh, this
не
is just
виводить.
sad.
Ви валяєтесь отак.
Не нужно
Гниєте.
весна, нахуй. Мы сами разберемся, блядь.
So this is one of the Russian soldiers. Okay, yeah. They're stationed in like a civilian setting, not like murdering anyone yet. These people are young. They're being brainwashed most of the time. A lot of them don't want to be here. They see it as something like they're fighting their brothers. They're fighting their people. It makes it a bit difficult when the Ukrainians are like, fuck you Russians, you all fucking suck. But yeah, a lot of these people feel guilty about this. You know, this guy is probably around my age, you know, putting his life on the line. And it's like back in the Civil War. You know, you had to fight your brothers because your brothers had slaves and you didn't. Yeah, it's a very tough situation for everything. And that's why all of the hate should be actually put towards Putin. Look, here it is. It's actually shitty because supposedly a lot of the younger Russian soldiers were led to believe that they couldn't be sent to war unless they'd been in the military for a few years already, and they were told this would be an exercise. So it's understandable for them to act like this when they found out what they're actually there for. See, just such scummy, manipulative tactics by Putin. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. This is so sad. Conscription in Russia is a 12-month draft, which is mandatory for all male citizens aged 18 to 27, with only a few exceptions. The mandatory term of service was reduced from 2 years to 1 in 2017. Avoiding this draft is a felony under Russian criminal code and is punishable by up to 2 years of imprisonment. So, imagine just living in a country and being forced to do this shit. It's vile. It's just so sad. Was talking about you doing squats. My God, you're thick. I'm working towards it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I try to do the best for my stream. That's what. Not only do we support Ukraine, but we twerk on the fucking haters. You know, I was about to say, if we raise $100 for Ukraine, I'll twerk on camera. But that's fucking stupid. Do you think that the Russian soldiers would be executed if they disobeyed the orders they were given? Well, like they said, it's a felony to skip out on this, so I'd assume they'd probably face prison. And if they want to make an example out of you, I could definitely see, you know, execution being something they put on the table. If Putin really is as off of his rocker as I think he is, I could definitely see that happening, which is just disgusting. Mythos, welcome to the chat, man. I haven't seen you around, but I appreciate you being here. He says, I'm kind of scared because of the war, but since Anonymous joined in, I've gotten more hope. Yeah, honestly, like, big respect to them. I think it is pretty dope that they've joined the battle, basically. Oh, man. They obviously have a ton of fucking power, too. Taking down multiple government websites and even hacking into one. Brody says, I'm not going to say anyone is safe from this war, but I'd honestly not worry about it if you're not in a Slavic nation. I think this is going to be a terrible war with lots of deaths, but localized. Now, I could definitely see that, but I mean, like I said, we need to be a little bit worried about what Russia's doing. I think it's better to play it like cautious than it is to think, you know, it'll probably blow over, because if Putin is willing to do what he already has done, when the sanctions roll in, when his people start to hate him, when there obviously are few people left in his area that are telling him, no, this is a bad idea. He's a dictator. He has very little people who control him. That's when we should start worrying. When starts collapsing, when he gets desperate, that's when it's going to be the most dangerous. And I think, you know, him going into Russia kind of shows that he's getting a bit desperate. Wait, Anonymous. Okay, so maybe you guys haven't seen this. I'll show you guys. Let me pull this up. Actually, straight up on Twitter. I've used Twitter in the past 2 days more than I have in my fucking life. Let's see. Anonymous. There's so many like copycat accounts. Here we go. I'll drop him a follow, bro. I'll drop him a fucking follow. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. That's the official account. Here we go. The Anonymous Collective is officially in cyber war against the Russian government. Hashtag Anonymous. Hashtag Ukraine. There you can see they've... Whoa. Oh, this is new. Oh, holy shit. 1 hour ago, the Anonymous Collective has intercepted Russian military communications. Wow. Huh? Okay, wow, this is extremely interesting. Whoa, okay, so they found the frequency that these communications are like are broadcasting at. Wow, that is really cool. What I'm a little bit confused about is that this one account posted it 14 hours ago. Ah, okay. So basically, since it is a collective, one of their members was able to find this. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Oh, okay. And they also, apparently, the Ukrainian teams have also dropped a list of targets that they're targeting, or that we should target on the Russian side. Oh, cool. Okay, business corporations. These are banks. These are parts of the state. Like, basically, they want people to DDoS these. I'm not in support of DDoSing or doing anything illegal, but yeah, let me go. Yeah, I mean that's basically you know, there we go. Why did this pop up? Let's get off Twitter. That place is a fucking cesspool. All right, let's go back to the video for a little bit. Let's see what chat is up to real quick. Oh, you guys are popping off. To be honest, I saw this stream on my front page, but you seem like a nice guy. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, just have some free time on my hands, have a decent streaming setup, and may as well bring some attention to it, you know? Why not? Dude, I haven't heard anything about Anonymous for years. They'll actually be sick to see him step in. Literally, the biggest thing they did was like DDoS the PS4 servers one Christmas. That's the biggest thing I know them for, to be honest. Is not Anonymous all about the protection of the people and stuff? Yeah. That's what the collection is all about. I forget some of the other stuff they've done, but you know, since this Ukraine thing, I haven't really heard about any big things. Brody says 100% we should play it safe. I think that we should be prepared for war if it comes down to it, but I can't see NATO getting involved in an offensive. We don't want nuclear war. That's why, like you said, I'm not like stockpiling on toilet paper and rations and water and shit yet. I'm not that worried about it, but I think, you know, pushing it to the side and acting like it's not an issue at all, I don't think that's the right stance to take at all either. Yeah, like Mythos said, basically the peacekeepers and peacemakers of the world when we need them the most. Like straight up as close as we can get to superheroes these days. All right, let's continue watching the video.
Georgia was figuring out the best way how to get invaded by Russia. I don't mean this Georgia, you silly, but this Georgia, the mountainous country in South Caucasus. You see, Georgia found NATO incredibly sexy, and NATO was returning
Me too,
the favor.
goddamn.
In April 2008, United States and Poland wanted Georgia to join NATO. Germany and France, who feared the decision would anger Russia, said no. Instead, NATO countries assured Georgia that they would eventually join the alliance. NATO further pledged to review the decision in December 2008 at a later meeting. A week later, head of Russia military said, "Please don't." And since this worked as well as last time Russia tried to keep some separation from NATO, our rebels in Georgian regions that border Russia started to be rowdy. Georgia said stop it and moved soldiers to these regions, and Russia then came to rescue ethnic Russians that faced danger from Georgians. I wonder if we will see something like that again.
Yeah.
We have a question from the audience.
It's similar to what's happening right now. They're saying that a lot of the Ukrainians are oppressing the Russians. They're fucking Nazis, and we need to save these poor Russians from these evil Ukrainians, as if you couldn't just leave back to Russia. So frustrating. So fucking frustrating.
Yes, you, in the back. But logical checkmate, this doesn't prove that Russia was worried about a potential invasion by NATO through Georgia. Well, about that. In 2019, Russia's foreign minister Sergei Lavrov said that if Georgia would join NATO, Russia would not be happy about it. But also that they would not start a war if those rebel regions would not come under NATO control. And you see these things? Those are the Caucasus. One of the harshest mountain ranges on the planet. good luck invading through there. And these rebel regions remain to this day only two real corridors how to get from Georgia to Russia. So,
Oh man.
what do you think now? Anyway, let's check what the EU was up to. Okay guys, cool. We just decided that there is no evidence that drinking water prevents dehydration. Again, I'm not kidding.
Is this fucking real? Oh no. EU bans claim that water can prevent dehydration. Brussels bureaucrats were ridiculed yesterday after banning drink manufacturers from claiming that water can prevent dehydration. That, being a German myself, I've been a first-hand witness to the amount of bureaucracy that Germany faces. But the EU, holy shit, this is insane. Oh, God. It obviously makes sense to someone, but not me. Sorry, the reason I popped up on the screen for a second there, the other thing is because we got some messages from WS, resident Ukraine expert, and I want to show you guys what he sent. So we'll be covering that real quick. Bit loud, I'll turn it down. Sorry about that. Russia just threatened military consequences against Finland and Sweden. They're fucking insane. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesman Maria Zakova. Russia is not excluding possibility of having negotiations with Ukraine. Wait. When did that happen? Well, we'll watch the meme and then we'll look into that. Isn't Apple earbuds make my ears itch from like Sweden or Finland or something? If I don't remember it incorrectly. I think Anonymous play their cards right rather than just barging in and doing whatever they want. I think so too. You know, you don't want to just like... I'm a bit surprised I didn't hear about them doing too much during the BLM rallies, but maybe they're like less political and more about like, you know, what's putting people's lives in danger and, you know, more anti-corporate, that side of things. Anonymous is mostly known for standing up against tyrannical governments and stopping them from silencing the truth. Yeah, agreed. Ukraine should surrender. That's a hot take. I mean, it would save Ukrainians' lives, which is also important, but it would lose them their dignity. And it's pretty obvious that a lot of Ukrainians are willing to die for the cause. So, I don't know. You have to see which one is the lesser evil. I've also heard that Ukrainian credit cards aren't working outside of Ukraine. That would be fucking horrible for families. Holy shit. Like I said, Super Wheat, one of our Discord members, longtime supporter of the channel, is actually a Ukrainian himself, trying to flee with his family right now. So I'll have to ask him about that. Yeah, Apple is from Sweden. So we'll have to check up on that claim. Also, I just hope this whole thing dies down because I'm submitting my application for the Canadian Armed Forces. And I'm really just trying to get paid and my free education, not go to war. Holy shit. Oh, God. Yeah, it's tough. You need to think about it. Obviously, I don't want to like sway your decision, but that is something that you need to be thinking about, to be honest. There are, you know, countries that send their troops into neighboring countries. I think... I forgot what country. I think the U.S. sent some troops to, I think, was it Poland? We'll have to look into that after this video. All right, let's finish it. There are tens of thousands of Russian troops in Finland. They're located along the eastern border line, about 6 feet deep. God damn. God damn, Finland, you're savage, bro. Sheesh. Okay, that's what it was. Very funny, though. We got another meme. Saint Javelin, the protector of Ukraine. If you guys didn't see that. Here they are, the Ukrainians with their new setups. And then also, he sent a link to the 222 gigabytes of Belarusian files. Look, I'm live streaming. I don't want to be arrested, but I'll look into that later. 100%. All right, let's get back into the video.
Oi, what is this? You guys seriously need to get on top of that common energy policy. It's getting really bad. How bad can it be? It has worked for the last 10 years. It's not like there's some major crisis coming. Well, about that. In Japan they had a major earthquake, a tsunami, and a nuclear catastrophe, Fukushima. German
Yep.
public then demanded the shutting down of all.
I remember
nuclear
watching that
power
live on
plants in
TV when I was
Germany.
like 12
Which,
or
to be
something.
fair, it was already
So fucked
scheduled
up.
in order to replace them with renewable energy, but Germany hastened this move and greatly outpaced the new sources being built. They needed to expand their coal mines and increased imports of electricity from neighboring countries. They increased air pollution, killed about 1,100 people a year, and forced neighboring countries to expand their nuclear power. By the way, there is so far only one confirmed fatality as a result of radiation from Fukushima disaster. So, good job, Germany. Now the timeline will be.
Hey, that sounds like this dude is talking shit about Germany.
To the years
We have to throw
being
hands.
mentioned.
No, but I do agree that Germany has handled a lot of this situation with maybe not the most amount of foresight.
The same year Germany decided to abandon nuclear power, that is 2011,
BD says
planning
not a
and
good time being listed
administrative
young.
work on Nord Stream
100%
2
agree.
natural gas pipeline started. This would increase the supply of cheap Russian gas and decrease air pollution in Germany, and plug the hole in the German energy supply. It was supposed to be decades-long temporary solution on the journey to fully green energy. In 2013, Nord Stream AG company based in Germany started to obtain permits from relevant governments for this project. And before we go any further, you need to know something about harbors. You see, for a good harbor, you need a rugged coastline. Somewhere where ships will be protected against storms, waves, and so on. For military harbor, you want harbor enclosed as much as possible to easily control who or what gets in and out. Problem with the Black Sea is that the coastline is as smooth as baby bottom, and decent harbors are hard to come by. Russian Black Sea fleet was stationed in two harbors, the Novorossiysk, which is meh, and Sevastopol. And I mean, look at that, that is precisely what you want for a
Sevastopol.
military naval base. Good thing for Russia that they have a good relationship with Ukraine and they can rent the naval base for Russian Black Sea fleet to have a nice and cozy home. One problem. Pro-West Ukraine President Viktor Yushchenko vowed to kick Russians out of Sevastopol. Ukraine later had a presidential election between pro-West Yulia Tymoshenko and pro-Russia Viktor Yanukovych, and Yanukovych won. Right after he took office, he signed a deal with Russia that he would extend the lease of Sevastopol until 2042. Fast forward, the year is 2000.
So it sounds like they're getting along, actually. I have no knowledge of this. This is going in way more in depth than I've ever heard about. So I hope you guys are learning something, because I definitely am. Chat is really popping off. Let me talk to you guys real quick. Uh-oh. Oh god, I'm exposed. You guys could see my OBS. There we go. Oh man, sorry. Who's Ukrainian here? The only person I know of right now is Super Wheat, but he's obviously dealing with the whole Ukraine situation. Ukrainians are, I've heard, having some internet outages, power outages intermittently, so I would be surprised if there are any Ukrainians watching this, but if you are, let me know, reach out. It would be great to get in contact with you. Critics think Putin won't stop after Ukraine, and that's scaring me. I'd be very surprised if that's true. But the chance is realistic, and that's the part that scares me. There is a % chance that this could escalate. This is not like on any given day you're like there's a chance of war, but this is like a much higher increased chance that this could turn into something very bad. WS says, my mom is getting called every 20 minutes from Ukrainian families who ask about her apartments for rent. She is so stressed out because she wants to help everyone. Yo, big shout out to your mom for that. That sounds extremely, first of all, very nice of her, but like also, yeah, very stressful. There, I think, are already over 100,000 people that fled the country. I think that was just yesterday, so I bet the numbers are much higher today. And they need to go somewhere. A lot of them are going to Romania. I bet Germany's going to take in a lot. Germany is great with refugees, and I'm sure I would love to find ways to help the Ukrainians directly. Don't you think they're doing this to restart the world economy? I don't know. I think that sounds a little bit conspiratorial, to be honest. I mean, he literally a dictator. Think of any dictatorship that didn't end well. I don't think every dictatorship has to end with war. For example, the first Kim Jong-il from North Korea, he didn't. He was definitely oppressive to his people, but it didn't end up in like a big world war. Luckily, well, Kim Jong-un, there's still a possibility with him, but yeah, just as an example. No, I mean that COVID has wrecked the world economy, so that they'll agree to have a war, and then the media covers their asses. It's the COVID has wrecked the world economy. That's true. I definitely agree with that. And then they have to agree to have a war. I think that's a little bit too conspiratorial, in my opinion. If you have any like anything to back that up, I would be interested in covering it, but no, I don't know. WS says, yeah, Poland is trying to help as many people as possible. Okay, WS is from Poland. That makes sense. A very close vicinity to Ukraine, so that makes 100% very much sense. Apple says, have you seen the Russian protests? Like 1,000 got arrested. Oh yeah, it's so brave of them too. It's insane. Let's check out a video of that actually. Russian Ukrainian protest. Damn, we're at 13 live. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you guys do want to help out and you're watching, maybe get some more attention, make sure to drop a like. It really helps me out. It takes a couple seconds. Maybe we can get some more homies in on this, have some more discussions. Let's check this out. Something new. Yeah, it seems all right. I really got invested in Spotify or YouTube Premium.
Freedom to Russia. A banner like this on the streets of a country that doesn't tolerate dissent. A defiant act indeed. And here's another. This one says no to war. Thousands of Russians came out to have their voices heard. Within the last hour, the EU confirmed at least 58 cities were involved in protests.
Fucking badass right there. Holy shit.
1,700 people were arrested. 100 people.
Wait.
Says over 1,700 people.
Over 1,700 people were arrested, and that was posted 23 hours ago.
Despite earlier warnings
Holy
from the
shit!
Russian government reminding people that unauthorized protests were against the law, a few still went out. Among them, Natasha Konstantinova, who was live posting and has friends in Ukraine.
Look at all of
She wants
those.
to be an example for her child.
I have a small daughter. She's like 8 years old right now. So when I imagine when she's gonna grow up, and she's gonna ask me, so Mom, what have you done? Why didn't you stop that? So every time I think about this,
Damn.
like
I think that's important for all of us to think about. What did we end up doing for like all these large events? I feel kind of guilty for not doing more. And you could always say like just like actually learning about it and talking about it is good enough. But you could also say, why aren't you, donating a bunch? Why aren't you going out there yourself? Why aren't you going in the protests? I don't know. It's definitely a tough situation. I feel like you can't dwell on that too much, but it can definitely be a good motivator. I definitely respect her for going out there. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all about the protest, but yeah, oh fuck. I forgot how like heavy this topic is, guys. Oh man. It's putting me I was having a decent day, taking some time off of social media, and this is just bringing me back down. Man. 1,700 people. I was surprised at the turnout of the Russian protesters. To be honest, me too. Like literally doing something that your dictator that is obviously slaughtered innocent people for just living in a country, and you do this in your own dictator-like country. I'm honestly surprised how like brainwashed he's been able to get the police. Like, you always think of like people as having these like the ability to see between right and wrong. I don't know if like the Russian police are just like, they know they have a lot to lose, because if they go against it, then you know they're fucked as well. I don't understand the mind of a Russian police officer, or like any of these bad people, like people that maybe like the secret service of Putin. I don't understand how they live, but must be some brainwashing involved, to be honest. Sanctions and fanning the flames via media. That absolutely is happening. Ukraine is our brother. Faith in humanity restored. Oh, yes. That's why it's so sad hearing that like people say fuck Russians. No, this is a fuck Putin situation. This is literally just like a big middle finger. Just it's so sad. I can't join the Discord. The capture bot is bugging for some reason. Can anyone help me? Key, it would be awesome if you could if you'd help Mythos out. Like I said, we'll be reviewing some of these posts that you guys send me. If you guys are down, if you guys have anything interesting to add to the conversation. Bam says, I don't know how Putin sleeps at night. Me neither. Like, it's straight up like genocidal at this point. Let's continue. The revolution of dignity. Yo, this guy, shout out, man. He's got his chapters in check. Shout out.
2014, President Viktor Yanukovych was dragging his feet about signing a very popular agreement that would move Ukraine closer to EU membership. People of Ukraine knew something was up after President Putin came with a shiny counteroffer. Instead of getting closer to the EU, get closer to Russia and Kazakhstan. Look at this shiny new trade deal. Shiny. We would rather if you would not. Shiny. Well, we have only one thing left to do. So people of Ukraine protested, and then they protested some more. When it was clear that they are not gonna go home anytime soon, they got fired at by snipers with live ammunition. The secret police would just grab people and they would just disappear. Full-on street battles went on between the people and security forces. People with homemade shields going against sniper rifles, AKs and frag grenades. Hundreds would die, many more would be abducted by secret police, never to be seen again.
The bullets come directly to heart, to neck, to lungs.
Just gotta make sure that, yeah, we probably can't show this scene. Okay, glad I clicked off. That was real bad. Okay, now we're good.
Steal some stuff and think
there's a guy getting like resuscitated after being shot.
In the end, the protesters would triumph and they would oust President Yanukovych out of Ukraine.
See, like you said, Yanukovych was like a puppet for Putin. This was at the time where there was an opposition to him, and this is where like the claims of, oh, Ukraine had like these neo-Nazis. That's where the claim is coming from today, because the very first, you know, anti-Ukrainian, anti-Yankovych groups, when they formed, there were some bad apples. But today it's like it's a tiny portion. It's probably, you know, insignificant amount of people are still neo-Nazis. in Ukraine at this day. But that's just a little bit of background. That's where it originated from. And yeah, it looks like we got the Discord issue figured out. And welcome, Andrew. Yo, glad to see you in the stream again, man. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, have a nice night, Brody. 100%. I'll definitely be making some sort of video about this since it's really near and dear to my heart. But yeah, I hope you have a nice night.
Hey, you can do that. That's illegal. That's against your constitution. Well, bloody boy, all revolutions are illegal. By this logic, Russia should become a monarchy and have descendants of Nicholas II restored as Tsars of Russia. By the way, what happened to the Romanov family? No comment. So you are thinking about joining NATO?
Oh god.
I definitely don't want to join, but I also want to hang out with them more. I'll be right back. Okay, Bogdan, we need to figure out how to communicate to the pro-Russian Crimea and east of Ukraine that we mean no harm despite just having deposed a president they overwhelmingly voted for. That will be a tough sell, Antin.
That was very loud. I'm sorry about that.
Hey there, boys. Putin, what is this? Well, I wasn't feeling like waiting around to see if you will kick the Black Sea Fleet out of Sevastopol or if you will join NATO, both of which are absolutely unacceptable to Russian security and are consistent with our overall geostrategic policy for the last 250 years. Is this really that much of a shocker? Anyway, I'm gonna start an uprising in your eastern regions to deter NATO from accepting you, and since I gave a lot of people living in Crimea Russian citizenship, I will use this weak justification of protecting my citizens, and I'm gonna yoink Crimea away from you. And he did. Also, pro-Russian separatists started to be rowdy in East.
Okay, so I actually don't know about this at all. So let's see about this. Crimea. What is this? What are they talking about here? So Crimea is a small area. Okay, it's a small area that belongs to Russia. That is to the south of the Ukraine. Okay, like a little part that's connected but not actually part of Ukraine. Like a little bit like Alaska. Okay. Apple says, I had a message about the fighter jet you didn't read. Basically explained, don't be mad at Russians, be mad at the government. That's what I hope more people would be. But, you know, if you don't take 2 seconds to actually inform yourself about the situation, I could definitely see, unfortunately, people taking out their anger on Russians. Especially, like, I bet No Fuckers is definitely getting some hate right now. Do you think sanctions will be effective? I think it depends on how heavily they are sanctioned. Let's see. The SWIFT banking sanction, it looks like it's going to go through. Oh, sorry, everything's in German. But yeah, they're saying that it looks like within the next few days that they're going to be planned and working restrictions from the SWIFT banking institution from Russia. So that's definitely a benefit. What else? What other sanctions are there? What's it called? The pipeline. Fuck. Someone say it in chat. I forgot. The pipeline 2. Nord Stream pipeline 2. That's what it was. Germany has already canceled that with Russia. I think that was yesterday. But they're still using the first one. The second one was absolutely canceled. So I don't know. We'll definitely have to see, like what Mythos said. Has the U.S. stepped in? Yeah, the U.S. Let me show you guys. Pentagon, Ukraine. Wow. Okay, White House seeks $3.5 billion for Pentagon and Ukraine response package. That would be insane. I actually haven't heard about this yet, but They are sending $350 million to the Ukraine. Let's see. White House told Congress it would need $6.4 billion in new funding to respond to Russia's war on Ukraine, including $3.5 billion for the Pentagon and $2.9 billion to support Eastern European allies with security assistance and humanitarian aid. It's always Daddy USA with the big bucks willing to step in and obviously get their fingers all over the global issues like they did in the Middle East. I don't think it'll be that bad right now, but wow, okay, look, it would be any new funds would be in addition to $650 million in security aid and $52 million in humanitarian aid. So big ups to the U.S. Let's see, just because I'm curious now, let's see. See if the Germans have been helping out. Germany needs to send Ukraine weapons in historic shift on military aid. Until Saturday, Germany had a long-standing practice of blocking lethal weapons from being sent to conflict zones. Okay, wow, this is... I actually didn't know about this one either. Apparently they changed their standing and are now sending 1,000 anti-tank weapons and 500 Stinger anti-aircraft defense systems to Ukraine. And also authorized the Netherlands to send the Ukraine 400 RPGs. Let's go. Also, they're going to be sending Estonia, or told Estonia to ship over 9 howitzers, which are tanks. God damn. Good job, Germany. Finally, helping Ukraine out a little bit. God damn. So that's pretty cool. Nord Stream 2. Okay, you guys came through. I was able to figure it out, but thank you guys. 100%. Apple says, neutral Sweden, we big and strong Viking. Let's see what Sweden, Ukraine aid, just because I'm also curious. Sweden provides Ukraine with military, technical, humanitarian aid. Yo, everyone's helping out my boy Ukraine. Let's go. It doesn't say what though. Okay, looks Sweden boosts Ukraine aid by $5 million. That's not nothing. Sweden said it would give Ukraine $5.4 million over 3 years to support economic development, dialogue, and general resilience in South and East Ukraine. Hey, maybe the U.S. is gonna be spending 100 times more, 1,000 times more, but hey, Sweden is doing something more than I've donated. So, hell yeah. I think it is about time. I'm weak. We're only an hour and a half in, but I do need to take a pee break. So what I think I'll do is pull up the video on YouTube on my phone, put it to the same time, go piss so I don't miss anything, and then keep the video playing. I'm not gonna be like pissing and like holding my phone at the same time. Basically, I'm just not gonna get my phone all pissy. I'm not gonna get pissed on my phone, okay, guys? My God. So we're gonna do that real quick. I'll just be extremely fast. By a check. So we'll play that. I'll be right. Okay, well, we're 15 minutes and 10 seconds. All right, I'll be right back, and then we'll catch up on chat. Don't be too rowdy. Key, thank you for checking up on everyone. I'll be right back. Piss break. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Eastern Ukraine, which resulted in quite a brutal civil war that goes on to this day.
It's perfectly synced.
So, why would Russia do this? First, Russia and warm water ports are like America and oil. They have only 2, one of which is Sevastopol. Every other port looks in winter like this. This is a big issue for any nation, but especially for one that has a powerful fleet, because they would be cut off from the rest of the world during winter. I mean, there have even been memes about this for as long as I can remember. Next, this is the Russian heartland and most of the Russian population lives here. It's just like Russia's head. And this is the Volgograd Gap. From Ukraine, it's just 700 kilometers to Astrakhan and the Caspian Sea. The distance that a modern army can cover in a day, tops 2, cutting off Russia from both the Black and Caspian Sea. If Russian heartland is the head, then this is Russia's neck. And Ukraine joining NATO would be for Russia just like having an axe right over it and trusting NATO that they won't swing it. And if you don't believe me, just ask Fritz. In both world wars, Germans were trying their best to get here. If I tell you the old name of the city of Volgograd, it might jog your memory. Stalingrad. Russians lost over 1 million men and women trying to defend this city alone in order to prevent Germans from gaining this very territory. And they would have sacrificed millions more. That's how important this region is to existence of Russia. Another thing is that in this region the population is only about 30% Russian. Rest are Chechen, Avars, Dargin, Kabardinian and many more. It's already a hotbed for separatist movements and Russia is worried about them rising up in a revolt and proclaiming independent countries. Simply put, they are worried that what is happening to Ukraine and Georgia would happen to them in the region that is crucial to the very existence.
Not only was there liquid coming out my dick, but also my eyes. We got to the sad part. Wow, that... The Stalingrad thing, that was very interesting. I obviously knew that happened, but I didn't know how connected that was. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Germans wanted to send 5,000 helmets, but now obviously they changed their opinion on that. Apparently also shocked some of the people in chat. Russia can't take all of NATO just because big doesn't mean strong, but they have the help of China, which is scary. Yeah, and probably North Korea as well, because they've been sending some... North Korea, if you guys didn't know that. North Korean camps in Russia. They have labor camps in Russia where they just haul off timber. Obviously don't get paid anything because they're fucking North Koreans. Being completely exploited. Let me see. Would definitely recommend this documentary if you guys have some extra time. Amazing show. Yeah, they get sent away from their families. It's all these fucking men. Some of these men have been there for 14 years and haven't seen their family that long. The only benefit is that they don't fucking starve, which a lot of them do in their homeland. So they're like, they still don't get much food. They get horrible living conditions. They don't get to see their families. And oh yeah, that's the other fucked up thing. That they send them to Russia to do this work, and then they always just pick people that have like small children, they have wives, and if these guys try to run away, try to escape these labor camps, then they'll kill their families, they'll kill their children. It's just so horrible. It's so fucked. So if you guys know about that, that's something that's also happening. That Russia is a part of. Fucking asshole Putin. I'm American and Swedish, born with the powers of mommy Sweden and daddy America. Same with daddy Deutschland, and I got two dads. Both very strict, Germany and the US. Yeah, have a nice night, my Mythos. Sorry, I keep saying your name wrong. It's nice to see you in there though. I feel so sad for the North Korean citizens. After we, get done covering these live updates on Ukraine, I definitely want to either have like a very long video about North Korea or start like bring some attention to that, because it is probably one of the most fucked up things you could ever imagine. And I've spent probably hundreds of hours looking into it, and I'm really passionate about it. If you guys also have some free time, Yomi, oh fuck, I can't spell names very well. The Voice of North Korea by Yomi Park. That's a great channel to learn about North Korea. She's an escaped North Korean refugee that now lives in the US and wrote a book. So yeah. Yeah. Let's also, we got some new Discord messages, I think. We got one more by WS. Pol is trolling UVB with memes about Polish Pope and other things. Okay, I'm not smart enough to know what that means. We'll continue with the video until I get that explained.
Existence of the Russian state, and they worry that NATO might be nudging people here to this line of thinking, supplying them with arms and so on. Especially if you consider this. The official position of NATO is that their membership is open to any European country that can contribute to the security of Northern Atlantic. But Georgia is already in Asia. And what asset would Georgia be? Don't get me wrong, Georgians are some tough bastards and their nation produces some insane warriors. But that alone is
the definition
not
of
enough,
Chads.
not
God
by
damn.
far. Why
Holy
would
shit.
NATO want to expand to Georgia other than to have a better position against Russia? And factor in that Russia will interpret this move in the worst possible light, even if NATO's intentions are most likely peaceful. So, gives all of this Russia the right to invade their neighbors? No, of course not. Baltic countries, Georgia, Ukraine and any other sovereign nation have the right to enter any military alliance they wish. Especially since every single one of these nations was invaded and controlled in the past by Imperial and Soviet Russia, resulting in oppression and specifically in the case of Ukraine, in millions of dead. The good people died first. Those who refused to steal or to prostitute themselves died.
That is so true and very sad. If you're generous in a wartime, if you were, if you have morals, you fucking die. You have to backstab, you have to be dirty, you have to be evil. Same thing in North Korea. There's so many parallels to that and Russia and in the Ukrainian situation right now. These North Koreans face war every day. If your dad smuggles in a CD and watches like Western media, you need a rat on him, and even if it gets him killed, it gives you benefits. You have better chances to survive in the state. If your friend shows you one of these and wants you to watch some South Korean movie with them, you gotta tell on him. You get rewarded. You get food. You finally get to eat. You get protection. It's so fucked up. Love the Estonian flag. Wait, where was it? Oh yeah, me too. Looks very cool. All right, we'll get.
Those who gave food to others died. Those who refused to eat corpses died.
Oh God.
Those who refused to kill their fellow man died. Parents who resisted cannibalism died before their children did. Back to the present day. Yes, Russian actions against Georgia and Ukraine in 2008 and 2014 were illegal. But Russian actions could have been anticipated and prevented through diplomacy and some compromises. Yes, international law is on the side of Ukraine, but it was also on the side of Cuba in 1960s. After the failed American invasion in the Bay of Pigs.
Hey, that doesn't mean that what the US did to Cuba was right though. that's a whole nother can of worms. I'm not the biggest expert on that situation, but for what I understand is that, you know, after the Cold War era type situation, after, you know, the U.S. had this, you know, fear of communism, they just fucking destroyed Cuba for no damn reason, just because they're fucking communists. They're worried that a communist society could be possible. I personally don't think it's possible, but yeah, they decided to axe that situation.
Cuba, as a sovereign nation, was looking for a military alliance. And after the USA placed Jupiter missiles in Turkey that could reach the Russian heartland, USSR felt like some reciprocity was in order and they placed missiles to Cuba. And Cuba had every right to have those nukes on their territory. They were a sovereign nation. But the reaction of the United States could have been anticipated then too, and was understandable. The majority of their people were threatened with these missiles, just as the majority of Russian people would be if Ukraine would join NATO. I can be here telling you,
but it doesn't have to be like
Russia
that. You know,
murdered people.
Well, just drop a like first of all and subscribe. But like, why does Russia have to be, you know, threatened by Ukraine if they're part of NATO and have this you know, backing of nuclear power? Why doesn't Russia just let them live? Let them be normal people? Like, that's like saying that, oh, all of a sudden the US joined NATO. Now oh no, or no, that's not a great comparison because the US already had nukes, but like, I don't know, it's just so fucked. Bam says check Discord. All right, let's check this out. Let's see what you're talking about. We got a YouTube link. We'll open that real quick. Make sure it's nothing will get me banned.
It's not going to end well. Because we're giving weapons to Ukraine. And we're like, you use these. And Russia's like, we read the paper. We know you're doing this. It's kind of like if your friend and his girlfriend were fighting, and right next to him you're like, call her a bitch. And she's like, I can hear you. You're like, it's for him. It's not.
Okay, I like that. That was good. Oh man, I'm glad we can find some humor in this, but that's very true. Like, we're not gonna actually send troops. The U.S. is like, we're not gonna send troops. We're not supporting Ukraine. They just secretly give them like fucking tons of fucking money, give them like tons of arms, give all these countries like. No one wants to stand up to Russia, but they're definitely like saying fuck you to Russia. Oh man, that was a good video. Thank you, Bams. I appreciate it. Oh man. All right, apparently we got some more. Oh yeah. I think I've watched this documentary. I'll just show you guys. It has to do with North Korea, from the DMZ into the Hermit Kingdom. Yes, I've watched this maybe like 5 or 6 times. Great documentary. It's where the founder of Vice News actually gets into North Korea and films the whole thing, which is, you know, completely illegal in North Korean law. If they caught him, I'll be real bad for him. This kid was actually, oh fuck, sorry, I wasn't showing the right screen. Yeah, a 3-part documentary about him and his team inside of North Korea. Would definitely highly recommend it. Definitely draw some parallels to the situation that's happening right now. But we will be covering that eventually. I definitely would like to get into more politics type situations. Key with another video. Let's check out what he sent. What is this? What the fuck? Holy shit, are these all Molotov cocktails? Holy wait. Wait, is this a distillery or is this like them Holy shit! Yo, that is so bad. Oh my god! There's so many of them. That is so hype. Woo, god damn. That is so cool. Thank you for sending that. That is dope. He did send another one. Yo, that's got to be like hundreds. Oh, dude, how am I patriotic for a country I've never stepped foot in? I don't know, but I am. Shit. And that's something at least like it's not a Kalashnikov or an RPG or something, but like would you really get like shot at if you're walking up to a car holding like a bottle? I don't really. I think it's a good idea. Ukrainian breweries are halting production to produce Molotov cocktails. So that's what we saw that. Oh, that's what it was. Yo, that's lit. That's dope. Apple Earbud says, I know how to make a Molotov. Maybe you gotta head out to Ukraine, possibly. Welcome, Darius. Welcome. We're talking about some Ukrainian situation. We're watching a video currently. Wow, this is dope. Wow, I really love that. Okay. This person says, don't waste gasoline, you'll need it. I don't know. This is pretty worthwhile if it hits a couple of Russian tanks, I think. All right.
In the United Kingdom or in my very own homeland, I can be telling you how they oppress their own people and much more. But in the end, what is there to be learned from all of this is, when superpowers compete with each other, international law, right or wrong, those things don't mean much to them, except how to use it in order to benefit. I bet you must be wondering, where is the competition with the United States? Well, now that the history recap is behind us, we can get into the meat and potatoes of the current crisis. So, remember Nord Stream 2? The pipeline that was being worked on while Ukraine and Russia were best chums? Well, it was nearly finished, costing some 10 billion euros.
Glad they blurred that.
USA was like,
almost got banned.
Nope, you guys are not doing that.
Coming to a boil, 3 US senators have told German citizens and others to, quote, cease activities supporting the construction of the pipeline or face potentially fatal measures. That is very aggressive language.
Whoa.
These are 3 senators from gas-producing areas, so...
It's very aggressive language to an ally.
Absolutely, these are senators.
In face of these sanctions,
okay, I did not hear about that. That
from
is
8 European countries stop working on the pipeline that was from 98% finished. Hey, we consider this an intrusion on our sovereignty and we wish you to stop. We also suspect that these sanctions have less to do with us being dependent on Russia, as we claim, and more to do with USA skyrocketing LNG production and the need to find new markets. Anyway, here in this letter we say how very disappointed we are in you. I swear to take this very seriously, but excuse me for a moment.
He's gonna. Oh, okay.
Oh, the paper is so soft. Look, you. We are doing this to protect you. Well, I didn't ask. That's why we are such good friends. I do what I think is good for you, even if you don't want it. The sanctions continue and expanded to a point that Russia needed to send.
Okay, so this is like this is where I was more into like the fucking the presidential election, 2020. You know, I really didn't stay on top of the Nord Stream pipeline. I didn't expect to be going to school in Germany or really, I don't know. I definitely neglected the European side of politics, but yeah, I didn't know that there were sanctions against Germany for doing that. Actually, very surprised.
Their state-owned ship, Akademik Chersky, all the way from the other side of the world to finish the pipeline because no company in the whole of Europe would do business with them out of fear of the US sanctions. Consider the full weight of what just happened. The United States of America just decided with whom European companies can and cannot do business. That much for European sovereignty, am I right? But in any case, the pipeline was being finished despite the year-long delay. Now, if you are an American, you might be wondering, why should this concern you? Well, do you remember from school how supply and demand affects the price of anything? Well, if you limit the supply of natural gas in Germany, say by preventing pipeline from being operational, Germany still needs the gas because they were idiots. Cheap gas from Russia means Germany needs to buy expensive LNG and ship it, say, from the USA, which just in a few years became the largest LNG exporter, and coinciding with the more aggressive stance on Nord Stream 2. But this will increase the price globally because there is...
Alright, for being honest, I'll be completely honest with you guys. The video's been great so far, but I think I have like ADHD or something. 50 minutes is like... I barely make it through 30-minute videos, and that shit is double speed normally. Does anyone else have that? Is anyone else feeling that? Maybe like no disrespect, but maybe like I don't know. I'm losing my focus a little bit on that. Joseph says, "Do you read chat?" Yeah. This is not like a reaction channel. Reaction streams. Was just giving that a shot, but I don't know. I'm no hate to Logical, but like I don't know. We may have to pivot a little bit. I like watching these smaller clips and maybe going through some news articles. Yeah, it definitely people are definitely agreeing with me here. I can't finish an hour video without getting distracted. I straight up think I may have clinical ADHD. Here, you guys didn't ask about this, and this has nothing to do with Ukraine. But so I've like always like been interested in picking like a decent degree, and I do want to go to college. But like, this sounds completely fucked up. I'm gonna say it anyways though, because you guys are the boys, you guys are the homies, you guys are the boys and girls and men and women supporting me. So no judgment, please. But I think like for me, I couldn't imagine myself in like a bureaucratic job. I think I would go insane. I think I'm the type of person that needs to do something on the daily that maybe has something that that I enjoy, and not to be mean and say that like, oh fucking I don't know, if you work at an office or like a fucking the DMV, you're shit. That's not what I'm saying, but I want something more like maybe like creative or something like that. And so for a long time I wanted to study media or like business media, that type of thing, where I could get into the media branch, maybe for example advertising, something like that. But I've like researched the jobs, researched what you do in these jobs, and I feel like for what I want to do, I recently figured out that maybe journalism is just the way to go. It sounds super interesting. You get like, once you get your degree here in Germany, it takes 3 years to get your bachelor's and then an extra 2 to get your master's. So like 5 years from now, I could possibly be, already on the job or something like that, getting shit done. And I feel like it would let me flex some more creative muscles and have like a guaranteed way to, I don't know, get some, I don't know, like as a doctor, you get your degree and you're a doctor and you get that clout. As a businessman, you get your business degree, you get that, and you get your clout. I feel like for what I want to do, possibly be like self-employed in the future, just for like more creative stuff, I think a business degree just isn't the play. And maybe like a journalism degree would give me some more flexibility. So yeah, just I made that revelation a couple of days ago, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. And maybe just to see what you guys are thinking about doing eventually. Be interested to hear. That being said, people, I always thought also maybe politics would be interesting, since you could actually maybe do something for these types of scenarios, or I thought environmental sciences were also very interesting. Maybe helping the future, bolstering the future, and helping with future technologies. But I'm not down to do math for the next 20, 30 years. But yeah, it'd be interesting to hear what you guys personally have about that. Like, what do you guys think? What is valuable to you guys? This is like a quick therapy session for me that chat's gonna give me, because we need a couple minute break from the heavy news. If I ever have a long video, I just throw it in on the background, or throw it on the background. Yeah, me too. Either like I have to have a shit ton of flashy fucking quick ass editing, or I'm gonna be doing the dishes or cleaning my room, or or just playing a video game in the background. Robbie Higgins, welcome back, man. What's up, dude? Glad to see you in chat. You came in at a time where I'm just taking a therapy break. You guys have to help me out. Andrew says my goal is to work for myself as well. 100%. And I think I'm just guessing from the car. It sounds like maybe you'd be more interested in the business route. Yeah, I think that, there are multiple ways to be self-employed. I think one of them is to own a business, raise a business, with stuff maybe you could sell or services. And then there's a different type of business where it's like an online product. And I think for a long time I was interested in doing something with like a physical product, maybe a location, a store, a something to put on the market. But the more I get into like YouTube videos and making shit like that, I'm getting more interested in the creation, like marketing yourself, that type of the business. Nazo asks, what's your favorite food? That's tough. Nothing beats a fucking a nice slice of well-made pizza. Bro, these Germans know how to make some banging pizza, because we get the Italians. The good thing about Europe is that if you ever see an Italian pizza place, it's actually got some fucking Italians in it. It's fucking dope. Let me show you guys what I've been munching on recently. Döner kebabs, bro. Oh, bro, they make me cream, man. Oh, fuck. These don't even look as good as the ones that I get, man. It's a Turkish dish. It's just so fucking fire. There's like $5 in the city. It's banging. It's big. You get super full, and it's just filled to the brim with delicious shit. Look, even Angela Merkel hits herself up with some döner. So big respect there. Oh, guys, I wish I could bring the döner to you right now. So fucking good. Oh man. Hashtag long hair gang. Yo, Joseph, we got another fellow long hairigan. A long hairy in here. Let's go. Yeah, I was thinking about cutting it, but like it's my brand at this point, and I like it. It's coming to stay. It like every other week I'm like, do I cut this shit? Do I not? For the time being, we're keeping it. Have you seen the tennis player, how he retired? He's ready to drop a tennis racket for a gun. I have not. We'll have to look into that. I did see the tennis player that wrote like "Stop the War" on the camera though. I found that so inspiring. I found that super cool. Is this World War III? Nazo says maybe. I definitely agree with that. No idea, man. A former Ukrainian president is defending Kyiv with other citizens. He was interviewed by CNN. He showed his team and rifle. What a Chad. WS, if you can find the interview, you should definitely send it to me. Once I'm done with this little therapy session, would definitely be down to check that out. That sounds lit. Personally, I would want to work for someone or for something I genuinely care about. I know it sounds stupid, but would probably go into marketing for a company that does audio, keyboards, or shoes, my hobbies. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. Especially good thing about going into a company is that you get benefits. You get so as someone that wants to work for myself, I've definitely like obsessed over all the benefits that it has to work for someone else. Wait, no. As someone who wants to work for themselves, I know the good things there are working for somebody else. First of all, a lot of the time, cheaper insurance. Most of the time, you get benefits. They pay for your fucking gym membership. They have so many like nice benefits that as a self-employed person you don't have. Second off, most of the time your taxes are going to be so much fucking easier. It's going to be a fucking breeze compared to the type of bullshit they put you through as a self-employed person. Third of all, when they do ask for taxes, it's most of the time you don't have to worry about saving money to pay for them. If you're self-employed, making this cash, making this moolah, it may feel like you're making more money, but at the end of the year, you're going to have to save some money for the tax man so you don't get yourself thrown in fucking prison. Callum asks, what's your IG, bro? I don't have a public one for my channel. I have my private one. I'm not sure if I'm down to give that. It'd be kind of doxing myself. I'll keep you updated on that. We'll look into that. 1 sec. But yeah, I definitely was thinking about marketing for quite a bit. A good thing about that too is that you can make videos, be creative, and have a company's budget to work under. Another thing is that eventually, if you have the knowledge of a marketer, you could always also make a company for yourself, your own marketing company. So no, I definitely think marketer is a really cool job, and if that doesn't work out for me, if journalism doesn't work out, then you may see me in a marketing job as well. Have you heard Poland, the Czech Republic, and Sweden have all refused to play Russia international football matches? Yes, I have. That's like the cultural things that's cultural sanctions. That's what they called it. That people have taken against Russia. I thought that was very funny. Also, I think some lacrosse or something. I don't exactly remember, but a shit ton of stuff. Also, the F1 is very big in Europe, and they're pulling out there too. Okay, so Keith, thank you, man. Thanks for letting him know. Yeah, Twitter is the best way to get in contact with me or follow me. I'm using it a lot more often now, and it really helps me out if we want to do any interviews. It really helps me out if we bolster my Twitter following real quick. Let me find my account and send it in chat because it's super helpful. I really appreciate it if you guys could drop a follow. That tuna kebab looks so good, bro. Oh yes, bro. Oh my god. That's the reason I'm YouTubing, man. I want some side cash so I can buy myself as many donuts as I want. So your channel, I think you're a really interesting guy and would love to talk to you. Thanks for the Twitter ad. Yo, of course, bro. I'm always looking for, like I said, some interviews. And yeah, if you want to hop on a call or something, we could definitely do that. 100%. Nesma says, man, you started hard. Your editing is insanely good. Oh, bro, thank you. Oh, you guys are too kind. Yeah, I just have always been doing YouTube shit and editing for the longest time, and I feel like if I'm passionate about something, I can be decent at it. Unfortunately, the most things I'm passionate about is just fucking sleeping. That's about it. So I'm definitely an expert at that, but sometimes make some videos. How do you get your video ideas? Right now, what I've been doing is I think about some stuff that I would want to tell my friends or talk to my friends about, but they haven't really heard about. So I want to in the future talk about North Korea, The Wish vapes, I told some people about, and they're like, "Holy shit, that's crazy, man!" I was like, "Hey, may as well make a video about it." Like, I thought that'd be interesting. And then now we're swapping to like kind of chasing the algorithm, trying to capture some growth right now. Like drugs and shit like that is definitely in. So expect to see some drug content on the channel, I guess. The next video is going to be about how the CDC villainized vapes during the vitamin E acetate fiasco in 2019. So stay tuned for that. Joseph says, I'm from England. Well, that interesting. I don't know why you added so many Ks. It's kind of weird. Yo, welcome whole wheat fat yeet. Long time no see. A Bubble. Also welcome Bubble, man. Long time no see to you as well. Glad you're still kicking it. Yeah, Bubble. Wait, isn't... Yo, Bubble, aren't you a super wheat on Discord? We may have our resident Ukrainian in chat right now. Holy shit. Yeah. Wait, sorry, I have so many chatters that sometimes I get confused. I'm really sorry for not doing that. Yo, yeah, we got our resident Ukrainian in chat. Let's get some hearts in chat for our boy. I'll have to do a quick update again about what's up with you to the chat. Oh man, let's see. We go back on our Discord real quick. So basically, if you weren't here in the stream when I explained it the first time, Bubble or Super Wheat in the Discord is a Ukrainian. He's literally living in the time during this fucking invasion. He said that there's sirens everywhere, although nothing has happened so far. Him and his family are planning on going to Poland. 18 to 60-year-olds are not allowed to leave the country, but that's only for people that are enlisted in the military. So luckily he's able to get out. And yeah, so if you're willing to give us a live update, so how's the situation going? Have you and your family been able to find a train ride since we talked? And how's it looking like? Is it loud in your area? Is it dangerous in your area? Have you seen any Russian troops? I'd be very interested to hear about that. But yeah, it's insane that a Bubble here is having to worry about this situation firsthand. So let's get some love in chat for him, like straight up. Fuck. Would love to hop on a call with you one day. Definitely have something to tell. I'm definitely follow you on Twitter right now and DM you. Follow me back 100%. We'll definitely plan something. I think in the future, I follow this guy named Mr. Girl, and he does like this advice and confession show, and that definitely sounds something I would be interested in. I don't know if I would be doing the similar thing, like giving advice on your life and stuff, because I don't think I've like a shit ton of knowledge, but maybe just chatting with interesting people. I think that sounds cool. So, yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. Bam said, "Shit, I could be a competitive sleeper." True, bro. Oh, if I don't get mine like 10 hours, I'm fucking angry. I get bad. Yeah, lots of love for Bubble here in chat. He says, right now, I heard about Kyiv trains. Russian troops are shooting at it, but we're in Lviv. Okay, the break time is over. Let's check this out. Let's check out this situation. We found out about Crimea. So this is about the area. Okay, he's very lucky that he's not in the eastern part. Definitely could be a bit closer to Slovakia or Hungary though. But very lucky that it's away from Belarus where the troops are advancing, or the eastern part where they're coming in straight from Russia. That's probably why it's a bit more chill. Now, am I saying Kyiv wrong? Kyiv? Or is it Kiev? But Kiev is here in obviously a closer vicinity to Russia. But yeah, our boy is right here, and let's see how far away this is per car. Directions from Lviv, Ukraine to Poland. 3 hours with a car, or with a train, and 2 hours with a car. So still quite a while away. You couldn't just walk. It'd be 19 hours. But luckily he's in one of the safer areas, so that's definitely good. Chat, what are you up to? Ban this one dude. Where are you from? I'm from Northern Ireland in the UK. I don't know who you guys are speaking with, but oh, Nezo asked, in what part of Germany are you? I'm personally in Serbia. Sorry, I completely, it's kind of difficult to keep up on every chat. I'm in Nordrhein-Westfalen, in Cologne, Germany. So I just gotta check real quick that I don't dox myself. Yeah, I'll show you guys. So I'm not gonna like show the exact location, but I'm living right here. West Germany, close to the Netherlands, close to Belgium. Pretty dope. Luckily, very far away from Russia. But you know, we are close to Poland, close to the Czech Republic, or Czechia, sorry. Yeah, that's where I'm from. It's really cool that you guys are from different like places in the world. This is actually very interesting. Probably it goes to show that not too many Americans would be interested about this whole situation. But yeah, it's nice to have some like multicultural people. I think that gives a nice, you know, feeling to the community. Bubble says, also we couldn't get to a train to Poland because there were so many people. They literally pushed everyone and we could get hurt. Well, from where you are, I'm not going to pretend like I'm an expert here, but it looks like you have probably plenty of time to get out of there safely. So, you know, I would definitely not risk, you know, having your family be split up or something, or maybe even getting hurt and trampled. So, yeah, I'm wishing you the best, and I bet so is everyone in chat here. Okay, now we're getting derailed a little bit, but I want to see where my homies here and the streamer are from. Where is Provosek, Serbia? Okay. So quite a bit away from Germany. Actually, you and Bubble are probably the same distance away from me. Right next to Bulgaria and Romania. I actually have some family that lives in Romania. One of my school friends is Bosnian, so Serbia just right in the middle there. Fucking dick on the table. Interesting. Let me open up the OBS real quick again. Yeah, I'll be looking through Discord a bit more. I think we've definitely caught up on what's happened today. And I'm glad we were able to do this stream. I think I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I think I'll have the time. But we're definitely wrapping up slowly for today. Let's see another video that WS ended up sending. 1 second. What is this? Holy shit. Oh my god. Those are all of the fucking Molotov cocktails that they produce. And look at all of them. Holy shit. That's insane. Imagine if one of these went in flames. It could kill all of them. Jesus. No, that is very cool that's happening. Oh man. Very interesting. We'll definitely be seeing some interesting footage in the coming days. I'll try to get an expert interview going. I tried to reach out to a couple of people today on Twitter. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out. Just got some permission to play that video for y'all. But yeah, like I said, I think that's about it for today. Thank you, Fuzz Syndrome, for donating $2. I will be forwarding that to the link in the description where it goes straight to Ukraine. Maybe they can buy themselves some helmets. Shout out to Michael, Scott, and Hassan, as well as Lewis, for popping in on the stream and subscribing. And it was honestly nice seeing some old familiar faces. And nice to meet some new people as well. I will be streaming probably again tomorrow about the situation, a quick update stream. And my normal streams will be continuing every Wednesday and Friday. We'll try to be less, be a little bit more lighthearted, basically. So, thank you guys for hopping in. I had a great time. It is very stressful, though. But I wish all of my Ukrainian homies the best. Bubble, if you could send me videos from Ukraine, that would be next fucking level. Maybe we could sort that out in the DMs and get have like a highlight video of that tomorrow. Maybe I could even upload that onto the channel. Yeah, definitely DM me about that. That would be very interesting. So yeah, make sure to come tomorrow for the stream. We'll get some live on the ground footage of Ukraine by our resident Ukrainian. Thank you again for tuning in, and hope everyone has a nice night. Great to see you guys, and hope you have a nice day. Goodbye, everyone.